It's a little bit late night shopping at the Langhorst farm stand. Oh, she's trying to get boots. So this is the Langhorst farm stand or farm store, and they have tons of local businesses that come in. We have some salsa we have sourdough stuff, jams, salts, tallows, and over here they have elixirs like the mullein extract, a wild lettuce extract, all different types of stuff made from all over Oklahoma. Some people still in the same town, so yeah.
What?
Okay, we're just looking around. Okay, let's see. What is this?
Ooh, they got some big old
Cream of chicken base. Cream of soup. Base.
No.
Cream of chicken
No.
base.
No.
Peanut butter. All natural peanut butter.
Ooh, look. Look at this.
Pickled
Hey,
veggies.
look at this. Come look.
What, baby?
Look at it, Mom.
Oh, of course you found that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that looks good.
Red hot
Mom,
cinnamon pickles
those are the hottest
from
ones
Salty
ever.
Stitches.
I guess these are samples.
That's
Ooh, wow, that's stout.
Mm.
I've already, let's see, where's my, oh, I know she put more in here. Christy, I talked to her. I don't see it.
Vanilla sugar.
I wonder if somebody bought all of it. No, stop, like, quit. Here's our small haul from the Langhorst. Honey strawberry soda, caffeine free. Got an all natural cherry limeade. A sourdough loaf. And then cute little sourdough chocolate chip minis. Aren't these adorable? All from different places. These two are both Trinity Farmstead. We like quite a few of her things. We are going to try or accomplish whatever you want to, however you want to speak to yourself, the seed starting snail technique. So I have your seed starter for your soil. I do have a bowl. I do have a mixing bowl because I don't have some like huge container to use. I do have some water here. These are my strips that I cut out of dog food bags. Got them cleaned up and then cut up. These will be what we use to make the snails. This I will have to put together. This is going to be our indoor grow light. And then of course, we have our seeds. Now some seeds, I think I'm even going to do some of the seeds that say that you can plant directly outside by seed. I think some of them I still will start how we do it today and do a seed starter with them. So just come along on this journey with me. I think I just realized the only thing I'm missing is a marker and some tape so I can label our snails. Put that box down there. But when it's the first time for anything, it can be a little messy because you're not learning how to do it the best way yet. You're just learning how to do. And I think, you know what? That's the main part of this entire homesteading, gardening, chickens, farming, whatever. A lot of it is just doing, right? It's just doing, it's just trying. So we're gonna go ahead and put the soil in a bowl. This was the largest bowl I could find, so I may have to repeat this step a few times today. We're gonna try not to make the biggest mess, but if we do, it happens. So they say to get this soil seed starting mix, which I've watched other videos that say, listen, It's not a big deal. People have started seeds for hundreds of years without specific seed starting mix. So whatever. You do you, whatever you have, use it. It says make it moist. You don't want it to be where it's soaking wet, but you want to be where it's wet enough that the seeds can germinate and get in there. I may use the wrong language too. Germinate might not be the word. It's what I've heard others use. I may use it incorrectly. I'm not sure. Like I said, we're here to make mistakes together. I'm sure Sadie's like, man, I wish they had that mindset with me, just making mistakes together. Sounds a lot more simpler, doesn't it? It's just so weird. Like, literally the water is just staying at the bottom. It's not really soaking it up very well. It's like a water pool at the bottom.
Yeah, it's true. I've seen that happen.
Have you? Man, I've never, like I said, we're learning because I've never done this before.
Yeah, that's what happens whenever you get put inside of the nature class, inside of your co-op. They teach you about this type of stuff.
Yeah. What was that? Your bushcrafting class or?
Yeah, it was my bushcrafting class.
Yeah. That's exciting. I
Then
like
again,
that
my
class.
biology class also helps too.
I did. Okay, let's move on to the misters because I've already used up all this. Water is a little bit. Again, you don't want to overwater because you don't want it sopping wet. But you do want it to be, I know people don't like the word, but pretty moist. Damp. There we go. You want your mix to be damp. They said like a wet sponge, but not one that you just soaked everything up, but one that you've wrung out. I think this looks pretty good. I'd say it's fully covered and it's not sopping. So I think that's about perfect. Now we probably need to choose which seed we want to start off with. This is so exciting. If you've been on social media and have been looking at anything gardening or seed starting, this whole snail technique thing has popped up quite a bit. And me and my sister-in-law have been talking about it. This one says definitely start inside. Definitely start inside. I at least have those two. This is a start inside. So we are going to start today. I'll probably go and get more seeds at the store and see what other ones we may need to start. But currently today I have broccoli, Waltham 29, eggplant, Black Beauty, and pepper, chili, jalapeno. And it says early jalapeno. So we're going to start these three today. Super simple, super excited. I'm just excited to see how this goes. So let's see. Why don't we start with the broccoli? So from all the things I've watched, broccoli seems to be one of the most difficult to start. It has a temperament. It's a pretty picky, like a finicky thing to start. So this is my first year even trying to do broccoli. I have talked to some farmers at the farmer's market the past couple years that do broccoli, and they weren't very encouraging that it's something for you to do on your own. So we will see how this goes. You're going to get one of your strips. Now they taught that you can do your strips all different lengths from between 3 inches to 5 inches, depending on the seed that you're starting. I didn't pay attention to any of that stuff. I just cut all mine about 4 inches. So that's how that went. We're going to take some soil and squish it down. Like I said, we're not going to worry too much about whether it's messy or not. This table is on top of rock floor, so it'd be easily to clean up. Not that I want to make a big mess on a dining table, but this was the best place today for me to do this. So we went with it. Like I said, use what you have. I think it's so easy for us to make things more difficult than they need to be. So, Sadie, can you go get me a towel from somewhere so I have something to wipe my hands off other than my shirt?
Yep.
You can go into my bathroom area and just get a regular towel, okay?
Okay.
My husband's gonna have tons of fun editing this. It's a little long. Like this. So excited. I've also heard other things. Oh, thank you so much. Some people have said water from the bottom. Some said, you know, God doesn't give us rain that's from the bottom. So not to stress about that too much. We're going to plant our seeds. Probably about an inch and a half apart. We're just going to stick them down in there, cover them up slightly, because it's not like you can really like see them very well. I also saw some people, this is very interesting. They made their snail, curled it up, and then they planted from the top. And then I saw some do it this way. So I think it's quick for us to really overthink things. So we're not going to stress it. Either it's going to work out great, or it's going to barely work, or it's going to flop. But either way, we tried. And like I keep telling everybody, this is just us learning together. We can screw things up together, and that's going to be okay too, because learning is growing. So this will be okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. I've now got those in there. I'm going to do a quick little, this is my first time using these, spritz. Sadie, could you make me a piece of tape that's about this long? And there's scissors if you need it. Okay, here's the fun part of trying to roll this up. I've been kind of nervous about this part, but we're going to roll this like this. I kind of planted my broccoli seeds a little closer to the top. And I have no idea if that pushed out, you know, a seed, you know, or anything. No idea. So we're going to take this tape and we're going to tape our snail closed. And here's your snail. It's got all the layers. The broccoli seeds are in there. Sadie,
Yes.
the next thing I'm going to have you do is outside next to where Dad parks.
Yeah.
It's kind of loaded on the ground. You're going to see an old gardening stuff, old used, it had old plants in it, little yellow things. I don't want those. I want the black plastic trays that are underneath those.
Okay.
So shake them off and then bring them in here, and we're going to put these on that tray.
Right.
Okay? I'm also trying to really, we're trying to really overcome the thing that we get, that thought of, just go buy it. We don't have it, just go buy it. Just go buy it, just go buy it. But in all reality, we probably have something around the farm or around the house that we can use to supplement whatever that is. So that is what I'm trying to teach my daughter and remind my husband about, so that we do this the most stewardship way possible, right? It's kind of the goal for us. It's our best stewardship. It's the best thing we can do. So if you saw, I scraped this stuff off the table and I almost put it in this bowl. And then it's when it dawned on me that, hey, there could be a broccoli seed in there. And if there is, I don't want to mix it into the soil for all the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it on this one. There may not be, but there might be. So we just want to definitely watch for that. I'm going to move y'all closer so y'all can see from a better view. Do this. I think I'm going to leave a little bit of extra, not this much, probably about 1.5 inches of extra room on the end, because I noticed while rolling my first one, it shifted a lot and squished down to the end. So I don't want to make that mistake. Okay, we're going to make sure to put more soil toward the top. My speech isn't very well today. Keep almost making up my own words while talking, which is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off our hands. And we're gonna do some more broccoli seeds. See how tiny they are. So again, I'm just gonna actually just toss a few in here and get them separated about 1.5 inches from each other. I'm not going to stress about it. And you're going to hear me say that over and over again because that's just me reminding myself to just stay relaxed about the whole thing. So this pushes and covers the seed and sticks it into the dirt. So let's go ahead and get to rolling. I have to make sure that I don't overly press down. We want to do it loose as we can. And as you see, it's shifting. It's pushing it down further and further. So having this extra right here was a good thing to do. Now my helper is getting me a piece of tape where I will then tape this shut and then use my marker to label my tape so we know which seed we planted. So, of course, we're using my favorite color for the tape. It's also the only one I had. Go figure that. So we're gonna write broccoli on here. And I'm putting a little arrow just so I know which the top is. Obviously, you can tell that. Sadie, can you show me one of the black trays that you brought? Mm-hmm. Perfect. So we are upcycling and using this tray. And we're going to put our stuff just like this. By the end of these videos and the end of the day, this tray is probably going to be full. And we may have a second tray. And then we will get our indoor grow lamp assembled and make sure that we've placed it in a good spot in the house where it can get all that great light. So one reason that starting seeds this year is so exciting is because I've never done it. I've always just relied on going to Ross, which is a local store in town, and going and getting their already done starters. And then doing just the transplants. I've done gardens only off of transplants. I have never done it before with starting my own seeds. So this is a huge step. I've, advice from people over this transition of life for us has been, like, don't start too many things at one time. You don't want to get burned out, which is very true. Like, obviously that is that's great advice. But I'm raised in a family of neck breakers. Yeah, I know. Sadie's like, what? What that means is, like, we're really good at just diving in head first. So I'm trying really hard to make sure that I don't do that. I'm diving in, but hopefully not breaking my neck on everything. So I don't want to have burnout. I want to do this a smart way. So what I'm doing is taking my time, learning new techniques. What's the best way and easiest way to stay relaxed and not stressed too much about everything. And we're just taking everything a day at a time. I haven't felt rushed or really stressed yet about anything. Chickens are going good. We're getting the seeds started today. We're going to talk to a few people of when we should properly start potatoes, because we have them. We just need to get them planted. We just need to know when the proper time is. We've heard multiple different things, so we want to talk to people who actually plant their own potatoes each year. So yeah, like, yes, I know it's a lot. Doing a large garden, starting the homesteading, you know, doing the whole chickens, and us possibly doing pigs in the future and things like that. But I'm also at home and have the time for it and want to have the knowledge and ability for it. So I'm excited. Like, the day that I get to ever post that my chickens plopped out an egg, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, I'm gonna be so excited. And y'all get to be on the journey of which chicks are hens and which chicks are roos. So we will have a fun thing later about that. But until then, I'm gonna continue doing my seeds. I'm at 4. We're at 4. Yay! So, see how today goes. Hey guys, so to wrap up, I want to read some scripture that is near and dear to me. Kind of like the ending credits to a movie nowadays. I'm going to read Philippians 4, 6, 7, and 8. Be careful for nothing, and in other things it says be anxious for nothing. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace that surpasses all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. And then verse 8, it says, and finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those verses mean a lot to me. They're some of what I would call my big girl verses. You know, they're what I memorized first, instead of the ones that you're raised learning in children's church and Sunday school. They're the ones of the life verses that I said, okay, I struggle with these things. I need to hide them in my heart. And it helps me remember how to pray. You know, verse 6, you know, first off, just come to him. Don't be worried about anything. Don't be anxious or worried. But everything, go to God in prayer. Go to him humble. Supplication, go to him humbly. And with thanksgiving. So thanking him for all that he's done. And then make your request known unto God. Although he knows what you need, and although he knows what's on your heart and mind, he is a dad who wants to hear from his children. Of course, in 7 just tells you what happens when you actually do those things. That peace that surpasses all understanding. And of course, 8, I love. Our world is so full of evil and things. So if you put your mind and focus on these things that are true and pure and of good report, man, think on those things. Think on those praises. It'll always help you out instead of the negative. I hope, if anything, you enjoyed the verses. Those are some that really mean a lot to me. I was confused on what verses to read, and it was kind of overwhelming. And then, you know, read the verses that have dealt a lot with your own heart. So, bye, you guys. Oh, she's trying to get boots. Girl. She's trying to go shopping.
Why is she trying to go shopping?
Yes, sir.
Look at
Yeah, Atwoods is real tempting for everybody in this family, huh? Yeah. One over there. You know, I had to walk away from the chickens, but here we are. Oh, boy. What?
If you like our videos, please like and subscribe.
Oh, I forgot to put that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh,